Boom! What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Happy Thursday to all, and welcome to another live beer review. So today we're going to be taking a look at one from Societe Brewing Company. It's French for Society, and these guys are out of San Diego, California. And this one was actually sent to me by Mr. Face Meat himself. If you're around the community that we're all kind of a part, you know of Face Meat. You know he always comes in the chats and just yells out dry oatmeal, and that's pretty much it. But he decided to send me a few beers, and this is one of them we're going to be looking at today. This one is called the Pupil. It's an American IPA at a 7.5% ABV, which is, right on that threshold of being a sessionable kind of beer for me. 7.5 is where I cut it off, so this is right in that realm of being sessionable, and this is a big boy can. This is a tall one. It kind of reminds me of the Voodoo Ranger kind of cans, where it's the taller kind of pint kind of situations. But, like I said, 7.5%, and apparently this one has a lot of accolades to it. This is a pretty well-known beer within the San Diego kind of area. Let's see what they show here for accolades for this beer so we can know what we're getting ourselves into. So, let's see. Great America Beer Festival Bronze in 2014. San Diego Union Tribune Best San Diego IPA in 2018. Draft Magazine Top 50 IPAs in America in 2017. Los Angeles IPA People's Choice in 2013. Los Angeles' Beer Week meeting of the Guild's Best Beer of the Day in 2014. The Bistro IPA Festival Silver Medal in 2013. Let's see, we got the Blind Lady Ale House Challenge, San Diego's Best in 2013. And that's that's a lot of accolades, I'd have to say, for that. But I'm pretty excited about this one. Whenever I could try beers that I normally can't get my hands on, just because they're more popular locally in different areas, I get excited for it. And this is going to be your nice kind of, I want to say average, but I feel like this is going to be a very, very solid American IPA. Of course, there's going to be a lot of citrusy notes. There's going to be some good grassiness to it. I'm not expecting really a haziness to it. Maybe have murky kind of characteristics, but what it says here right on the can for a description is the Pupil is a tropical hop triumph. Bright notes of guava and mango with a clean and dry finish have made this IPA a crowd favorite since day one. And this brewery was founded in 2012, so these guys have been doing stuff for a minute now. So I'm pretty damn excited to try this one out. So without further ado, let's crack this guy open and see what we got on the nose. I'm hoping a little bit of citrus, a little bit of grassiness, but we will find out. Let's see what we get on the nose. Oh yeah, definitely a little bit of a citrusiness coming through on the nose. Definitely a little bit of a tropical fruit kind of feel. Getting that nice hoppy bite coming through on the nose as well. Yeah, smells absolutely delicious. Definitely smells like it's going to be a tasty little American IPA. But going to be drinking out of my Whistle Punk glass this afternoon. Let's see how this guy pours. So yeah, it has a nice golden color, a little bit of a murkiness, some pillowy soft white head on the top. And yeah, this looks like an absolutely fantastic IPA, if I say so myself. Definitely has more of a murkiness instead of a haziness to it. But you can definitely tell there's a murkiness kind of to it. Nice, pillowy, soft white head. Definitely getting a lot of those more piney kind of citrusy notes coming through a little bit more. Definitely have that grassy, hoppy forward kind of smell as well. But yeah, it smells absolutely delicious. So without further ado, let's give this guy a try. So cheers, everybody. Happy Thursday. Yeah, that's delicious. Absolutely delicious. Bright. Has a nice, crisp dryness to it. Definitely leaves that more of an oily mouthfeel at the end. It's citrusy, it's grassy, it's refreshing. Definitely leaves a nice kind of refreshing thing on the end of the mouth. Definitely leaves a nice bubbly effervescence to it as well. Overall, yeah, delicious, absolutely delicious. Definitely getting the notes of tropical fruit. Definitely getting citrus. Overall, yeah, this is just a very, very solid, nice American IPA. And that's pretty much what they came up with. And this is Societe is pretty much their namesake IPA, which is, of course, I can definitely see why this won so many awards back from going all the way to 2013 all the way up to 2018. So these guys have been winning awards with this beer for a long time now. So it's pretty cool to see this. But of course, on their page for Untapped, if you can't get your hands on the Pupil from Societe, They Untapped is a really cool thing to where they show similar beers to this. So let's look here on the similar beers listings, maybe figure out what we can get here that may be similar to this experience that if you can't get your hands on this beer, you may be able to get your hands on something else listed here. So we got another one here from Societe Brewing Company called Wave of the Future, which I'm not going to really suggest because if you can't get your hands on this one, most likely won't be able to get your hands on the other one. And we got one here from Port Brewing Company called the Mango Double IPA, which looks, I'm guessing it's going to be a nice kind of tropical fruit. Yeah, mango size. Well, mango size hop goodness. Let's see. Citrus notes, pininess. That might be a pretty solid one. We got one here from Latitude 33 Brewing called the Blood Orange IPA, which that is definitely going to bring some nice citrusy notes. Definitely going to have more of a golden color to it due to the blood orange. And with this one, the citrusy notes are definitely going to be a little bit different just because blood orange has that very, very unique kind of citrusiness to it to where you'll know you have something with blood orange in it the moment you take your first sip. We got one here from Russian River Brewing Company called Happy Hops, which is, let's look, this is just originally brewed in Grace Brothers Brewery in 1944 in Santa Rosa. So this is an older one, but this is a 6.5 American IPA. That might be one. And then we got the one here from Stone Brewing called the Stone Scorpion Bowl IPA, which I feel like I've had this one at one point. I may have not checked it in. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know if I checked this one in or I might have. I don't recall, but I don't think I ever did. But yeah, a bunch of good selections on here for kind of get similar beers out of this one. I feel like a lot of these might have a good kind of similar flavor profiles to it because a lot of these ones have citrusiness in it, and then there's definitely that piney, almost grassy flavor you get with some of these IPAs. So overall, out of all these, I probably take off the Latitude 33 one and the other Societe one just because I'm not going to suggest one from a brewery that you may not be able to get your hands on if you can't get your hands on this one. And then Latitude 33 is definitely going to have, with their blood orange IPA, is going to be a little different when it, like I said, when it comes to that blood orange flavor in there. You might still get a lot of good citrusy notes. You might get a little bit more of the grassy, piney flavors. But that blood orange is definitely going to make a very, very different kind of citrusy flavor coming through. So, let's see. It could either be one of these three. The Mango Double. I don't know. Let's take off the Mango just because that's a higher ABV. It's a double IPA, so that's at 8%. Might taste a little bit more boozy. So we're stuck here between the Happy Hops and the Stone Scorpion Bowl IPA, which, let's see. I'm kind of leaning towards the Scorpion Bowl IPA, to be honest. I feel like this would give you enough kind of similar flavors to where if you can't get your hands on this one from Societe, you may be able to get your hands on one from Stone, because Stone's available all over the world, I think. I see their stuff pop up all over the place. But yeah, absolutely loving this one. Has a really nice bright citrusy thing up front. Definitely getting that grassiness along with the citrus, like almost grapefruitiness, leaving like kind of like a piney, kind of dry flavor in your mouth at the end. Definitely brings off every kind of flavor I expect from a nice American IPA. So overall, this is absolutely delicious. So let's look here and see, before we look at what Untapped description, to see if it's a little bit different than the description on the can. Let's look here. Like I said, it's a 7.5% ABV and with over 28,280 ratings on Untapped. This one has an average rating of 3.99 out of 5, which is pretty damn good for having that many ratings. It's definitely one that's been drank by a lot of people, and you can definitely tell that a lot of these ratings are pretty damn good. So let's read the description of what Untapped says about this one. So our easy drinking American Beer Festival medal winning IPA is burst with flavors of citrus and tropical fruit aromas and flavors. He exhibits flavors of guava and mango, tropically crispness and studiousness. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but whatever. So yeah, brings loads of the flavors of tropical fruit. Not really getting to where that guava and mango would come in, which I think I'm not really tasting distinct flavors of those tropical fruits, but it's just like a nice kind of mix between citrus and tropical fruitiness coming through. Doesn't really leave off more of like, it's definitely leaving more of those bright flavors instead of like a sweetness. But yeah, it's bitter like a nice IPA should be when it's grassy like this. Citrusy flavors are coming through really, really nice. So overall, yeah, this is a very, very solid American IPA for sure. So let's look here and see if anybody on my friends list has checked this one in. Of course, we got the person who sent this one to me, Mr. Face Meat himself, he checked this one in and said, "For my taste, this is the pinnacle of American IPA. Grassy hops, the usual pine flavors and citrus flavors, but packed just as much of a bitter, satisfying wallop. Absolutely world class." And he gave it a 4.5 out of 5. So this is his kind of pinnacle beer when it comes to the American IPA, which, yeah, the flavors are working absolutely fantastic. Definitely a lot of that citrusiness, a lot of that grassy pininess going through really well. So overall, this one is very, very well done. You can definitely see why this is like their namesake IPA over there. But yeah, just the flavors are just explosive. And plus, that refreshingness you get through it as like those bright kind of tropical fruit and citrus flavors hit you up the front. I think it's just absolutely fantastic. I'm looking at it. Somebody checked this one in and took pictures of turtles, so he must have been at the San Diego Zoo or something. But let's start figuring out what other people put about this one, and let's see. So this guy checked it in, gave it a 3.75. Well, this guy gave it a 4. Purchased at Bottle Taps, which is a restaurant in Pleasanton, California. Let's see what else we got here. We got one called, he checked this one at Beer Makanda. I think it's Beer Makanda, which is, it's overseas in like Japan, I think that is. So he gave it a 4.25 out of 5. Let's see. This guy gave it a 4.5. This guy gave it a 3.75, 4.25, 4, 4.25, 4. So yeah, a lot of 4s, a lot of 4.25s, a lot of 3.75. So there's definitely a nice kind of average. I'm seeing a lot of like Asian check-ins in this as well, so which is really cool, kind of seeing this go over to Asia and China and Japan and all that stuff. So that's really, really nice to see this kind of stuff be available worldwide. But other than that, yeah, check-ins look pretty good on this guy. So let's start figuring out what we're going to be doing for ratings on our end here. So first off, we always look at can art. We pour a little bit more into the glass. And yeah, the can art in this one, I don't want to say it's nothing to write home about, because you guys know how much I enjoy kind of intricate can art on my beers and all that kind of stuff. But this one's really clean, really classy, and has that kind of nice, almost shrink wrapped like kind of seal around the can, to where with stuff like this you really can't save the can art. But it has a really, really nice clean kind of note to it. The Pupil, it has like almost like a, I think these guys, it's like a French inspired kind of label, because I don't know if this may be like either the chimney kind of sweepers or the people working over there in France somewhere. But since Societe is a French word for society, I'm thinking there's a lot of French influence in this can art as well. So clean font, clean label, which is telling me that they're let this beer speak for themselves. And one thing I really like that they put on here on the back is they kind of have their own logo, but then what they put here is their kind of slogan is "Beer for the People" right on the bottom right there, which I can always appreciate, because these guys are very, very community based. It's a small team, and all they do is kind of try to make beers that will unite the community. They understand that the beer community is something that brings people from all walks of life together to enjoy something similar. So it's a really, really cool kind of motto and thing that these guys live by over there. So overall, yeah, beer is fantastic. So for label, even though I understand that it's clean, it's classy, I'm going to give it a solid like 3.75, maybe a 3.5 for can art. It's clean, it's letting the beer speak for itself. But I don't know if this would be something that, if I saw this at a liquor store or a bottle shop, would like completely catch my attention, just because I'm that kind of person who enjoys really intricate can arts and all that kind of stuff. So this one being simple might be something I would overlook. But overall, I'm kind of glad that Face Meat sent this my way, because it's absolutely delicious. So let's see. If I got this beer in a flight at Societe, would I get another one? Absolutely. I really, really am a big fan of this guy. Definitely one of the better American IPAs that I've had when it comes to just bringing off those citrusy flavors, bringing off that nice kind of dry, hoppy grassiness that American IPAs usually kind of set off. So overall, I think this one is really, really well done. So big shout outs to Societe for this one. Of course, big shout outs to Mr. Face Meat for sending this my way. And let's see what my final rating is going to be on this guy. I'm going to give this one a solid 8 out of 10. Really, really good. Definitely, like I said, one of the better American IPAs I think I've ever had. So overall, Face Meat, you did a fantastic job picking this one for me to try. I think it's absolutely delicious. So if you can get your hands on this one from Societe, I think if you're a fan of nice, kind of dry, hoppy, citrusy IPAs, I think you're going to be a big fan of this one. This is absolutely delicious. But yeah, super refreshing and still in that sessionable kind of realm, which makes it even that much better. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's pretty much what I have for you guys today. So thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. You guys are amazing. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. It would help me out a lot. Also, if you're new to the channel, like what you see, make sure that subscribe button along with that notification bell. It'll let you know whenever I go live doing another review. I have reviews planned for the rest of the week for you guys, so keep it out for those. But other than that, let's see. If you're a fan of like social media and craft beer, I always recommend this. You need to get yourself over to Untappd. It's a fantastic platform. You can check in beers, get badges, all that kind of stuff. You can see what's popular in your area, what's popular globally, and see what's trending in the beer community throughout the world, which is always really, really fun. And you can see what some of your friends are drinking. Like I can see what Tucky's drinking, Duchess, Logan, Ian's on there. There's a bunch of us on Untappd just checking in beers and having a good time, and it's just a really, really fun platform. So if you can go on Android or iPhone and download the app through there, or you can even use it through your desktop if you want to just use it through your browser. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's pretty much what I have for you guys today. So again, thank you everybody in chat for hanging out. You guys are amazing. Thank you again, Face Meat, for sending this one my way. I will definitely be reviewing the other one you sent me pretty soon, so keep an eye out for that. But I'm going to end this like I always end it, if you will get the hell out of here. If you're going to drink responsibly, don't drink and drive, and I'll see you all next time. Cheers.